Hey friends, in this video, we're going to talk about the new COVID-19 vaccination requirement that's part of the green card and immigrant visa process. In this video specifically, I'm going to discuss the waiver known as the religious or moral convictions waiver that folks can apply for if they refuse to get vaccinated. Before I dive into it, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York, working with clients all over the world on complex immigration matters, including the waiver, actually, that I'm going to discuss in this video. We do this at McBean Law, so you can reach out to us if you're in this situation and you need help with this waiver. Contact us at 516-866-3900, or you may book your meeting with us at McBeanLaw.com. Also, friends, do me the favor of subscribing to my channel if you have not already done so, and hit the notification bell so that you will be the first to get notice of my videos each week. Now, let's talk about this waiver that's available for those of you who are refusing to become fully vaccinated in connection with the green card or immigrant visa process. This new policy is in effect, and it does require that you are fully vaccinated unless you've obtained a blanket waiver or the waiver that I'm going to discuss in this video. The blanket waiver is a waiver that is determined by the doctor who will do the examination of you in connection with the green card or immigrant visa application process. That doctor will need to determine that you are fully vaccinated or you cannot become vaccinated based on medical reasons. To learn more about what those medical reasons may be, I'm going to pull up the page here on USCIS's website in its policy manual, in which it talks about the blanket waivers in addition to the waiver that I'm going to discuss in this video. But take a look at those issues related to the medical reasons if you think that you may fall into that waiver category. Let's talk about the religious grounds or moral convictions issue. Firstly, for this waiver, you do not need a qualifying relative. You would simply need to apply to USCIS and pay the application fee. Now, what is required? There are three big things that you need to argue when you're seeking this type of waiver. And I will tell you that, this is not easy, okay? This is complicated stuff here, and you'll see in a moment. But the first thing that you need to argue, friends, is that you are opposed to all vaccinations in any form. Your argument in opposition to it cannot be based on politics, political reasons, or even scientific reasons. No, it really has to be based on your religious beliefs or moral conviction. So you cannot pick and choose which vaccines you're in favor of versus those that you're not in favor of. Now, if you were vaccinated in the past for other reasons and you're now concerned about, well, is this going to be an automatic reason for the government to deny me? The government says no. This is the mere fact that you had been vaccinated in the past. It doesn't result in an automatic denial. However, you must prove to them that your beliefs have substantially changed over the years, right? Or changed since the time that you were vaccinated for whatever that reason was. Or you were vaccinated as a child as part of a routine through an orphanage to vaccinate children. So you have to, find the reason why you were vaccinated for this other thing and why now you're flat out refusing to be vaccinated against the COVID virus. The second thing that you need to show is that your objection is based on religious beliefs or your moral convictions. And that second argument, I think, will be based on it's individually determined, so to speak, right? It's on a case-by-case basis. It's going to look a little differently for Charlie versus Amy, right? But it has to be grounded in your religious belief or some sort of moral conviction. And then the third argument that you must make is that your religious belief or moral conviction is sincere. It is sincere to you. And you had been consistently applying this belief or this conviction, and you have evidence to show that this is how you've lived. This is your lifestyle. You've stayed away from doing certain things, such as, vaccinations. The government says that while an applicant may attribute his or her opposition to a particular religious belief or moral conviction that is inherently opposed to vaccinations, the focus of the waiver adjudication should be on whether that claimed belief or moral conviction is truly held, that is, whether it is applied consistently in the applicant's life. I can't underscore that enough, that they are really looking for this consistency. Now, the other thing is this: while you're arguing that your belief system is sincere or your conviction is sincere, the government is not requiring you to show that you are a member of a church or even a house of worship or anything like that. No, you don't have to be a member of a house of worship, but if you are, that will help, right? That helps to the argument that this is based on your religion and you go to church or whatever the faith system is, but it's not a requirement that you are a member of a church or a house of worship. Now, what type of evidence must you submit to prove all of these things? Well, firstly, the government says that you need to submit a sworn statement, okay? And I'm going to pull up the section in the policy manual that talks about this sworn statement. The government says that in your statement, you should state the exact nature of your religious beliefs or moral convictions and establish how such beliefs would be violated or compromised by complying with the vaccination requirements. And then it goes on to say that additional corroborating evidence supporting the background for the religious belief or moral conviction, if available and credible, should also be submitted. For example, if you are a member of a congregation, you can have members of your congregation submit affidavits stating, describing the lifestyle that you have, right? Your religious lifestyle, and any evidence of any volunteer work that you've done for the congregation. And so, this just gives you a glimpse of the types of evidence that the government is looking for. But as I said earlier, it's really going to be on a case-by-case basis. The evidence or the document checklist will look different for each person. I must say, you've got to work with a lawyer on this, particularly if you have been vaccinated in the past for other reasons, or your faith may very well be new, or it's kind of hard to articulate or talk about your religious beliefs and how sincere they are. Talk to us, contact us so that we can learn more about your story, your background, and see what type of evidence would convince the government that your faith or your belief system is sincerely held. I hope you found this video helpful. Share it with other people. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave today and hit the notification bell. Thanks so much for being with me in this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.